we have a fantastic card for you on the 11th. One that was quite tough to put together, but it's, as you can see from your press packs and from what we'll talk about today, it's been well worth it. We have three of the guys who are going to be fighting on the card here today, and very, very excited to announce that Terry Flanagan, man to my immediate right, will be fighting for the vacant WBO Lightweight Championship of the World against Jose ZEPEDA. Also on the top table, we have Jack Catterall, who will be defending his WBO Intercontinental and WBO European title. And also on the top table today, to my left, Paul Butler, who's going to be on the comeback trail and looking to impress and getting back into world title contention. I want to start off with Paul. Obviously, wasn't it was a disappointing evening when he boxed a very, very good Zolani Tete. Just things didn't go well for him that night, and he was beaten by the better man on the night. He was first to admit that. But we all know Paul is an absolute class act. Talent, abundance of talent. One of the hardest working guys in the sport, and he's never out of the gym. And I know from first-hand experience what this guy is all about and what he does day in, day out in the gym to make sure that he stays on top of his game. It's going to be a testament to his character to show everybody that he's capable of coming back from a defeat, from a stoppage defeat. But as I've said, he's got bags and bags of talent, bags and bags of heart, bags and bags of determination. He's got a fantastic team around him. And everybody is firmly behind him, and we're looking forward to seeing Paul back in action. I'm sure he'll be after getting a successful evening I'm sure he'll be looking to get out to Dublin as well. I'm not sure, maybe the week before. Obviously, he's a young man who's sort of saying a few choice words about Paul, Jamie Condon. So I think that's a nice fight that we can make later on this year. But they've both got to win first. Might be a bit close to the 11th, but we'll see if Paul fancies going out to see Jamie in Dublin. But great to have Paul back on a card, and looking forward to seeing him. To my far right, Jack Catterall, a man who is set tons wagging last year. He's exploded. He was on working his way up to get securing the deal with Queensbury Promotions, and once he got that deal, he seized it with both hands. His fantastic performances in his last three outings, especially. You've seen him get three knockouts in a row, which, to be honest, has made him quite difficult to match, because there's not many people out there that want to fight Jack. And understandably, you can see where they're coming from. He's got dynamite in both fists, works hard. He's got a fantastic trainer in Lee Beard, and the guys he's in the gym with every day, I'm sure, spur him on as well. And we'll be hoping to announce Jack's opponent in the next couple of days. But like I said, I find it hard to find someone to fight him. And we want to give him meaningful fights. We want to make sure that the momentum that Jack's created, but by having these three stoppages in a row. He's carried forward. He doesn't want to just be putting fights that he knows he's going to get a W on. He knows he wants to be in challenging fights and to keep climbing up those rankings. He's obviously had some. It's been well reported that he's been out with Mayweather sparring him over in Vegas, and I'm going to be very intrigued to see what differences that's made to Jack and his performance on the 11th. So I'm sure that's just done nothing but the world of good. And looking forward to seeing Jack out on the 11th. Just so it's the same title that Jack's got now. It's the WBO Intercontinental title that a certain Mr. Ricky Hatton had at this exact same stage of his career. So if you can go on to emulate Ricky and keep on the trail and get the full support of Manchester behind him, we'll have a great and exciting young man on our hands. Top of the bill, this is a fantastic fight, and we did everything we could to make sure that we got Terry his home advantage. It's on his doorstep. I don't think we could have got much closer to your front door. There's no travelling, full home support, and I'm thrilled that Terry's got this chance. He's been waiting for the confirmation of his world title shot since he beat Stephen Ormond back on I think it was Valentine's Day, wasn't it? Yeah, and he boxed fantastic well that night and just frustrated the life out of Stephen Ormond to a point where Stephen only thought of one way of getting out of it, but start using his head. So luckily Terry used his head in the right way and boxed fantastically well. And this is what this is what was promised, and this is what has been delivered. It's a world title shot in his own backyard. He's got his beloved Man City on his doorstep, and we'll be hoping that not just the City fans, but that, all of Manchester get behind Terry in what will be a full world title challenge. I think he's going to be one of the first Mancunians to challenge for a full world title in quite some time. And we're going to hopefully be celebrating 10 years since Ricky Hatton won his world title in style. But he's got a massive challenge on his hands. In Jose ZEPEDA, he's 23-0 with 20 knockouts. 16 of those have come inside the first. So 16 out of those 20 have come inside the first 3 rounds. So Terry has once again got to use his head, got to use his skills, and be patient, I think, on the night. And because I'm sure, with all his home fans there, the temptation will be to go and put on a show, but he's got to put on a performance more than a statement. And we wouldn't have made the fight if we didn't think Terry could go out there and deliver. And we're just looking forward to seeing Terry with that world title around his waist. It's there's some other great fights on the bill. Billy Joe Saunders will be in a 10-round international fight. Liam Walsh will defend his British and Commonwealth super featherweight titles against Troy James, as well as full supporting card: Tom Stalker, Stephen Lewis, Joe Costello, Macaulay McGowan, Andrew Kane, just a fantastic night for Manchester and a fantastic night for British boxing. Just ask each of the guys individually to say a few words before opening the floor to any questions. Paul?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting back out and hopefully getting a win. Last time that was a bit frustrating, against a very good opponent in Zolani Tete. But I'm obviously looking forward to getting back out, getting a win, and obviously seeing where we can go from there.
That's cool. Jack?
Yeah, just it's good to be back in Manchester. The last couple of fights have been in Liverpool, so it's nice to get back up this way and get a win. We've been in camp now quite a while since the last fight, so like Francis said, hopefully they get a meaningful fight, go out there and defend the title.
Yeah. Terry?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to putting on a performance in front of my fans at home in Manchester, buzzing I've got it here, and yeah, looking forward to a great night.
Thanks, guys. I think we just need to stress what a dangerous opponent this ZEPEDA is. I'm going to just say his knockout record again. That's it's 20 out of 23 and 16 out of 20 inside 3. So Terry's got a hell of a job on his hands. But I think with the full support of Manchester behind him, I'm extremely confident to go out there and do it. Are there any questions? Dan will go at once.
Paul, how do you think you've recovered from the Zolani Tete fight, and did you take a little break after that to reassess where you wanted to go?
I went on holiday with the lads for a couple of weeks and got straight back in the gym. Didn't want to be out of the gym too long dwelling on it. Got beat by a world-class operator. If I got beat by the British champion or someone a bit lower down than that, then I'd have lost a lot of heart from that, but I never been beat by arguably the best in the weight, and I'll be back.
Having said that, you fought the best of the weight. Do you feel you learned a lot from that fight and from afterwards, from taking away?
Yeah, he got his game plan spot on the night, and every time we tried to change something up, he had an answer for it. He was a freak at the weight. He was, I think he's got a longer reach than Golovkin, so he was just a nightmare on the night.
Would the late opponent change? Would you have a preference between ZEPEDA and the former opponent?
I knew ZEPEDA before I fought him. I'd look right through the division, seeing who would get to fight, but Yeah, the change of opponent upset me a bit because I was hoping to fight someone like Belgium who the British public knew well. So, yeah, but I know it's an hard fight. You're not going to have an easy fight for a world title, so win this and then see what happens after that.
Do you think that ZEPEDA will be a tougher opponent than Raimundo Beltrán?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think it's harder. He's a better boxer. Things I've heard about him, what he's been doing in America, like sparring in the gym with me and stuff like that. And yeah, you know it's going to be an hard fight. That's a fight I think I can win.
Maybe Jack could have a bit of inside info.
So yeah, that's one on him.
Jack, I understand you got some quite reasonable sparring. How much confidence in that?
Yeah, got bags of confidence. Me, Lee and Jamie went over to the States. We was there for 2 months. Managed to get rounds in with Floyd and Canelo as well. Got back last week. We managed to get some rounds with Brook and now I'm in the gym. We got work with Terry, so hopefully both working together and both get the wins.
The fact Terry's got a little sample, that must sort of give you a little bit of inspiration that you're not too far away down the track as well.
Definitely, the main focus is obviously July the 11th, but I think every fighter, that's the dream, to win a world title, so they keep chasing it.
Terry, we're told by a stat man that a British fighter's yet to win the lightweight title.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no.
How much will it mean to you to be that man to break history?
Oh, it'd be great, but it's not the most important thing. I just want to win the fight. To be honest, I know it's going to be an hard fight, but I reckon on the night I'll win. But like Ricky Hatton, when he fought Costa Zoo, he wasn't meant to win. Neither was Calzaghe when Jeff Lacey come over and give him a boxing lesson. That's what I intend to do.
When Ricky Hatton fought Costa Zoo, I know you managed to sneak into the venue that
Yeah,
night
I
and
did,
watch
yeah.
the fight. How does it feel now from going to sneaking into watching Ricky Hatton fight Costa Zoo to be headlining your own show fighting for a world title in Manchester?
Yeah, it's great. Being in there that night, seeing that atmosphere, it's what I always wanted, and now I can do it on my doorstep. Hopefully everyone will get behind me, come follow me, and we'll win it together.
We've had some messages of support from Ricky in the last week or so, and he was due to be. We did ask him to come today, but he's away at the moment. But as soon as he gets back, we're going to have a get together with him and Terry, and I'm sure Ricky can give him some words of inspiration.
Francis, will yourself and the Manchester fighters be attending Ricky's 10-year party?
I think fighters won't be.
Francis, in terms of Paul, what's the sort of schedule for getting back into a world title fights?
July the 11th. July the 11th, obviously. Just go, no doubt that Paul will get back up to that level and beyond that level. I'm sure he will win a world title at multiple weights, hold those titles, and I think Paul's good enough to unify divisions. But this is step one, and step two will be in the new season. There's no hunger gone from Paul. There's no. He got, like I said, he got beat by a very, very, very good fight on that night, and I think that Tete will be a man to move up through 2 or 3 weight divisions and challenge at all of those weight divisions. And it's a testament to Paul's character. He took the fight. Tete's a seasoned world champion, and he's pulled back up here, brushed himself off. He's getting on with it. Wouldn't expect anything less.
Paul, in terms of your come back, will there be any nerves on the night, or just getting yourself established, or is it just business as usual?
Yeah, just business. Just get back in there and put on a display, brush off some cobwebs and get back into title contention as soon as I can.
How important is it for you to put on a real show, not even for the public or the fight journalists, but for yourself?
Yeah, it's important for me because I know I didn't. I didn't perform. Tete didn't let me perform, so the plan is to go out there and put on a real good display and show what I can do, and then hopefully, as Francis said, we can look at a Jamie Collin fight.
That's a good fight, the Collin fight. I think that's a good, good domestic, almost domestic fight. That will give. I'll obviously back Paul to win. Will give Paul bags of confidence to then go and push on for world level. So When you say what's the schedule, I'd say this one column, and then and we're looking for a ratings fund.
So Colin wouldn't necessarily be for a title.
Well, Colin's got 6, isn't it? Maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, he
So-
also did go to Colin.
And he's got an intercontinental title, so it's a title fight in itself, and one that sets up the winner for to challenge again. And James, Jamie's a decent fighter himself, so and he's got a good fight on there. So he's got a fight on BoxNation in Dublin on the 4th of July. So I'm sure either Paul will be out there or Jamie will be over here, one way or the other, or both.
Is it inevitable that the fight with Jamie Connon will happen?
No, it's not inevitable. It's obviously there's always I's to be dotted and T's to be crossed, and J's to be dotted. But that's if you're sort of talking about what potential fights can be made. I think that's one that interested everybody, all parties concerned, and Jamie and Paul both expressed an interest in it.
So what's it like to be headlining in your home town? It's a big step up both in class, but also in occasions. I think this is the first time that you'll be headlining on something important night.
Yeah, it's great. It's the first big show. I hope it's the first of many. So yeah, everyone's excited for it. Everyone's phoning me for tickets. More people who have never thought I'd even be half interested in boxing welcome to this one. So it's great to get all the support from the local people behind me and Manchester public to come and watch me. Yeah. So
Are you going to be doing anything different in preparation? Given that
no, not at all. No, just same as we've always done. Training hard at home and just living life really. Yeah. Already fit now. 6 weeks out. Just waiting for it now. Can't wait.
How much will we be studying to be looking at this?
I don't really like to watch them. Me really. I leave it to the coach. He'll come up with a game plan. The plan A, plan B, even plan C to see what we're going to do. He'll show me like bits, what to watch out for, what to do early on, what to do late on, when to start putting on in there. So I don't really watch much of that. I leave it to the coach.
It's a game plan that's worked so far, so
That's it, yeah.
that's
Not change or win the recipe.
definitely not. Just Terry mentioned the tickets. I'll just give you the information for tickets. They're priced at 40, 50, 75, 100 and 150. They're available from eventium.co.uk and from the box office on 0844 249 1000. It'll be broadcast live and exclusive on BoxNation. And just also thank Random Still for their continued support as well. Any other questions? That would be some photos. Guys will be available some photos and one-on-ones. Thank you very much for coming down today.